Lion's Den. Today is Wednesday, April 11th, and these are your top stories. I'd like to begin with a sad story out of Boston last night. Folks, the New York Yankees are dead. Murdered in cold blood by the Boston Red Sox. It's true tragedy. Massive night in the association tonight. Last day of the regular season. Everything comes down to this. Anything can happen, which means it's playoff scenario season. And for more on that, let's kick it to the math corner.
Hi folks, and welcome into the math corner. I've been brought in to break down the NBA playoff scenarios because apparently our host is too stupid to figure it out on his own. Starting in the East, all the East playoff teams are set. The seeding is just up for grabs. Toronto and Boston are locked in as the top two seeds. Toronto number 1, and the Pacers are locked in as the 5 seed. Philadelphia 76ers can get the 3 seed with a win, or if the Cavs lose, or if they both lose. The Cavs get the 3 seed if they win and the Sixers lose. Otherwise, they're the 4. The Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks, they get the 6 seed with a win or a Miami loss, or if everyone loses. They get the 7 seed with a loss, and then either one of the Heat or Wizards win, and then they get the 8th seed if they lose and both the Heat and Wizards win. The Heat get the 6th seed with a win and a Bucks loss. They get the 7th seed with a Bucks win, or if the Bucks win and they lose and the Wizards lose, or if everyone wins or everyone loses. The Wizards, they get the 6th seed with a win plus Bucks and Heat lose. They get the 7th seed with a win and one of the 2 teams loses, and then they get a loss, or they get the 8th seed with a loss, or if all 3 win. In the West, Houston's locked in as the 1 seed, Golden State number 2. The only playoff seed spot up for grabs will be decided when Denver faces Minnesota. We'll get to those teams in a second. Portland Trailblazers. Portland Trailblazers get the 3 seed with a win. They get the 4 seed with a loss. And Spurs in Oklahoma City don't both win. They get the 5 seed with a loss. And Oklahoma City and San Antonio both win. Utah Jazz, they're playing the Blazers. They get the 3 seed with a win. They get the 4 seed with a loss and an Oklahoma City loss. And they get the 5 seed with a loss and an Oklahoma City win. The Spurs, San Antonio Spurs, are playing the Pelicans. Spurs get the 4 seed with a win and a Utah win and an Oklahoma City loss. They get the 5 seed with a win and a Portland win and an Oklahoma City loss. They get the 6 seed with a win and Portland win and Oklahoma City win. Or they get the 6th seed with a loss and an Oklahoma City loss. They get the 7th seed with a loss and a Denver or Oklahoma City win. And they get the 8th seed with a loss and Denver and Oklahoma City win. Pelicans, as I said, they're playing the Spurs. They get the 5th seed with a win and an Oklahoma City loss. They get the 6th seed with a win and Oklahoma City win and Utah win. They get the 7th seed with a loss and Oklahoma City loss. And they get the 8th seed with loss and Oklahoma City win. Oh man, just some intense math I had to do to figure this out. Oklahoma City gets an 8th seed if they lose. If you lose to the Grizzlies, you deserve the 8th seed. They get the 4th seed with a win and Portland win. They get the 6th seed with a win and Utah win. Denver in the playoffs if they win. They get a 6th seed if they win and Oklahoma City loss. 7th seed with a win and Oklahoma City win. They can't get the 8th seed, but yet they're not technically in the playoffs yet. Even the president of the Math Corner isn't smart enough to figure out how that happens. Minnesota, they're in the playoffs with a win. They get the 6th seed with a win, and Oklahoma City and New Orleans loss. They get the 7th seed with a win, and Oklahoma City or New Orleans loss, and they get the 8th seed with a win, and Oklahoma City and New Orleans both win. Yeah. That's it. But what if it's a full moon and the thunder sacrificed 3 young goats? What happens then? This guy got it. Patriots owner Robert Kraft visited rapper Meek Mill in jail the other day. Only question I have is, was he wearing his Air Force Ones, and was he wearing a blue shirt with a white collar? I'm guessing he was. NHL playoffs start up this weekend. I'll be honest, I have watched exactly 0 seconds of regular season hockey this year, but that doesn't mean I can't jump in on the Bruins bandwagon. Many people are saying they're the best team in the East, so I'm now of the mindset that if they don't win the Stanley Cup, it is a massive failure. No pressure, boys. The FBI has added Kansas State and North Carolina State into their growing list of programs that cheated in college basketball by giving players money. To that, I say, yeah, no duh. A lot of good candidates for celebrity birthday today, but we have to honor a true legend, Goldust, WWE Hall of Famer. Happy birthday to the founder and CEO of Shattered Dreams Productions. Alright, that'll do it for this edition of the Newsroom. Thanks for watching.